Bethesda has announced that a handful of its games will be launching on Steam in the future. In addition to the company's own PC storefront, recently it seems that more game companies have been announcing that they are skipping a Steam release, either for the Epic Games Store, their own first-party store, rather than expanding out to a massive PC storefront. So Bethesda's announcement that it's looking beyond its own digital store is just slightly unusual. In a tweet, the company announced that it will be bringing its upcoming games Rage 2, Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Wolfenstein, Cyberpilot, and Doom Eternal to both Steam and Bethesda's own digital store. Additionally, its massively multiplayer online Fallout game Fallout 76 will be hitting Steam later this year. That title first launched last November, but has only seen its PC version hosted on Bethesda's store. So far, publishing label Fellow Traveler has announced its new online-only conference Ludonarracon, which will celebrate both developers and players of narrative-driven games. The global event is slated to take place in May and will be live streamed on Steam's storefront. The publisher says they hope to recreate the benefits of physical conventions without anyone having to leave their homes or deal with conflict. As for exhibitors, the first edition of Ludonarracon will feature games under the Fellow Traveler label, alongside a handful of invited developers. If successful, there will be a round 2 of the conference later in the year, and organizers area open to hearing from other developers who wish to take part and exhibit. Developers can express interest here. Additional information about Ludonarracon can be found here. In this DD 2012 session, Richard Lemarquand, formerly of Naughty Dog, tries to dispel some of the confusion about how video games keep players engaged. Lemarquand introduces the psychological concept of attention to the ongoing conversation about playing games by using practical examples from his involvement in the playtesting of the Uncharted games. He describes how metrics data and other methods can be used to get a handle on the elusive subjects of players' attention. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching. So developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office or company by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact DD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Valve is changing how videos work on the Steam store, and intends to accelerate Marketplace's video section. In a brief post on the Steam forums, Valve claims users do not seem more that interested in non-gaming video content, and said it will now focus solely on content that's more in tune with its community. The company had been slowly expanding its movie library with big-budget releases like Mad Max, Fury Road, Hunger Games, and Jackie Brown. But the change will see a number of non-gaming videos removed from Steam and made unavailable for purchase. For the past few years, we have worked on expanding Steam beyond games and software by building a video platform that supports paid and free video content. Reads the post. In reviewing what Steam users actually watch, it became clear we should focus our effort on offering content that is either directly related to gaming, or is accessory content for games or software sold on Steam. After retiring the video section, Valve expects that video content will be discovered via the associated game and software star pages, through search, user tags, and recommendations. As you'd expect, all previously purchased content will remain available to owners. The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Champaign, Illinois. Project managers are the primary keepers and managers of the project schedules, working closely with producers, project directors, and studio leadership to ensure they are managing the project on time. To establish the quality bars and on budget, responsibilities, scheduling and prioritization, employee relations and communication. Qualifications. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Epic Games seemingly has another lawsuit on its hands over an emote featured in Fortnite, this time over the Running Man. The suit is just the latest on the growing pile of legal cases that accuse Epic Games of stealing and profiting off of famous dances, many created by black artists, without asking or compensating the original creators of those dances. The Running Man case, however, is slightly different from past lawsuits, due to the fact that the ones levying the case against Epic Games are not the original creators of the dance itself. Instead, the lawsuit has been filed by Jalen Brantley and Darren Nickens, two former college basketball players, who say they popularized the Running Man through the viral 2016 Running Man Challenge. The lawsuit seeks over $5 million in damages, and claims Epic Games did not credit plaintiffs or seek their consent to use, display, reproduce, sell, or create a derivative work based upon plaintiffs' Running Man dance or likeness. Copyright law regarding dance moves on its own is a complicated beast, since individual steps cannot be copyrighted under current rules, and the Running Man suit takes that murkiness one step further since the Running Man itself existed and saw a mainstream presence decades before Brantley and Nickens popularized the challenge. Epic Games, meanwhile, just recently spoke out against the onslaught of lawsuits that accuse the company of taking and profiting from the work of each dance's original creators. Specifically, the company urged the court to dismiss the lawsuit filed by the rapper Millie, saying that the plaintiff's lawsuit is fundamentally at odds with free speech principles, as it attempts to impose liability and thereby chill creative expression by claiming rights that do not exist under the law. Fresh Prince star Alfonso Ribeiro and Russell Honing, better known as Backpack Kid, have both filed similar lawsuits against the company as well. Digital storefront Dog laid off a dozen staff last week amidst rumors of financial strain. Kotaku reports This news follows the significant layoffs at Activision Blizzard a few weeks ago, including the closure of two US-based King Studios, owned by Witcher 3 developer CD Projekt Red. The company did not disclose the circumstances surrounding the layoffs, but a laid-off employee tells Kotaku the reason was reportedly due to money. ARESENTATIVEFO gave an official statement confirming the layoffs, saying that while letting people go is never easy, we have been rearranging certain teams since October 2018, effecting in closing around a dozen of positions last week. At the same time, since the process started, we have welcomed nearly twice as many new team members.